Okay, now what I'm showing you now in this video, this is the end of the process. This is the end of the problem as a student. What do we do at the end of the day to calculate the weighted average cost of capital? Well, we take each source of capital that the company uses. In this case, the company is using debt, preferred, and equity. We multiply the weight that each makes up of the company's capital structure, which we'll talk about in a moment here. And we multiply that by each component cost of capital. We sum those weights, those products, and that gives us the weighted average cost of capital. Now, this capital structure. Now, the capital structure of a firm is the mix of capital that a company uses. It's the way the firm finances all of its assets. The percentage that it uses of debt, preferred, and equity. So in this case, this company uses 40% debt, 10% preferred, and 50% equity. Now, it does that because it thinks that mix of capital is the mix that will minimize the firm's weighted average cost of capital. And again, that mix of capital, those percentages, which by the way, always add up to 100%, but that mix of capital now, that's what they think will minimize the cost of capital. And it's that mix of capital that's referred to as the firm's capital structure. Now, capital structure is often referred to as a target capital structure, and it's sometimes referred to as an optimal capital structure. A target capital structure is the observed manner by which a firm raises capital. That's what you see them doing. And that's indeed what they're doing because they think that will minimize the weighted average cost of capital. The optimal capital structure. Now this is kind of a theoretical mix of capital that a company could use to minimize its weighted average cost. Often in problems, you'll hear the authors are right, the company is using this capital structure, this target capital structure, because it believes it's the optimal capital structure. So again, this mix of capital here is how they raise all their money. So if they were going to raise another $1 in capital and new money, 40 cents of it would be in debt financing, 10 cents would be preferred, 50 cents would be equity. And again, this is known as the capital structure of the firm. As a financial manager now, you would know the capital structure of the firm because you've determined that to be the capital structure of the firm. So this is not a secret. This is something you would know, but you would know what the capital structure is. And the result that you're hoping it leads to is that it minimizes this number right here, the weighted average cost of capital. As you can see, we really have everything that we need to calculate the weighted average cost of capital, except for the cost of equity. Now this turns out to be a weighted average cost of capital. Equity, you'll recall, is common stock and retained earnings. And so in the next video, I'm going to show you how to calculate the weighted average cost of equity, and then we'll come back here and we'll finish up our weighted average cost of capital.